Okay everyone, so in the last video on this car, we're on the 79 RX7 again, y'all saw it run for the first time.
We're gonna need a wood block.
So now we need to get it to where it will drive. So the first thing we're doing is dropping that tank because no fuel comes out of it. At least we've been told. So there's Matt, he was working on jacking it up, but he realized he needed a block on top of the jack to get it high enough. So I will get back to you once we have it raised up and it's on the ramps. And if you don't know, when you're jacking one of these from the back, it's best to just put a jack right under like the pumpkin of the diff and just lift. You ain't gonna hurt anything. It's hard for it to slip off. And then you can get it right down onto some ramps and it'll be nice and safe. Okay guys, so got the car up on the ramps. Now, there's not really a good way for me to get the camera up under there to show you what I'm gonna do to get it out. So I will get the gas tank out and then I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like out and kind of get the camera up under there and show you what all is on top of the gas tank. Hopefully no holes. And then I can kind of show you under the car and show you all the rust places too, potentially. So like the bottom of the car.
It'll be alright.
But I will get that out and then pick the camera back up then. Okay, so we got the tank out and well, she's crusty. So here are all the lines. Looks like he put new lines on it, the previous owner. But then there's this. And I don't think that's supposed to do that. And there's no screws in the top, which expert over here says there should be screws. So we're going to see if we can just pop that bad boy off and take a little look inside the tank. There is some gas in the tank, probably because I had the return line hooked up on the carb, so it was pumping gas into here. But that looks a little crusty. The level sending unit doesn't look too good. That doesn't look too good either. But this rubber looks fine-ish, except for it's torn right there. But I ain't gonna replace it, so I guess we'll concern ourselves with this. So Matt, if you would, could you hold the camera? Okay, we're going to end this here. I'm going to keep beating on this, then we'll pick back up once I got this off. So those of you that are smarter than I am, you probably realized that I just made a bit of a mistake there. That piece that I was just trying to pry off, it's not supposed to come off. I have never taken a factory gas tank out of a 79 before. I've taken them out of an 84, 85, my daily driver RX7, and they're different, and they have like an access panel on the top that you can take out that has your, lines that go down into the tank. Well, I kind of thought that's what that is, but turns out that's just where that little vent tube is supposed to just kind of press down in there. So I spent a good bit of time trying to pry that off, realizing that it's not actually supposed to come off. Don't worry though, I did get it sealed back up, so it's not any sort of safety issue. But yeah, I definitely did a bit of a stupid there. So just thought I'd let y'all know. Okay, so we're underneath the car here. Here's like the main tray where the fuel pump is held. There's a fuel filter previous owner put in. Here's some fuel lines, kind of crusty. Up there is a little vent distributor, and then there's where the fuel lines go from the tank to down here. Here you can see is where the fuel pump was. Not too rusty, that's just some surface rust. Same with all along there. I'll probably hit it with a wire brush and then just spray it with some rust preventer or some primer or something. But right here, I'm gonna see if I can get off this fuel filter, because we looked at the tank a little and it doesn't seem to be clogged. So see if I can just pull that. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to pull that off with one hand. I'll put the camera down and then I'll tell you if the fuel filter's clogged. Okay, so I got that other fuel filter off. It was actually totally clear, but I blew through the main fuel line, which is this, and I just replaced that line. And I could blow brake parts cleaner through. So I think that's pretty free. I put my Mr. Gasket Clear fuel filter on so I can see, and I went ahead and put my fuel pump in. Then I will kind of hold that up with this. So I'll go ahead and get that put up in there. Then I guess it'll be time to put the tank back in and see how it goes. We'll put some gas in it and see if we can pull it up to the carburetor. Now, yes, I know I did not replace all these fuel lines, but the ones that I didn't replace are still pretty pliable and didn't really have many cracks. So this one though was splitting, so I replaced it. But yeah, so I'll get this all tucked up and then we'll put the tank back in. Okay, so I got the fuel pump and everything all in there. It's nice and up under bracket right there. I have hit the key and it's turned on. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up, because currently it's just got surface rust on it, and if I hit it with some rust reformer, well, then it will stay one solid piece. Now, on SAs, that piece is metal. On FBs, they're plastic and they fall apart. Like, I don't even have that piece anymore for my daily driver. So I want to keep this together because it does protect the gas tank. So then also over here, I'll clean that up and hit it with rust reformer. And then I'll probably, these spots where it's getting kind of rusty on the gas tank, like right there, I will probably clean that up and hit it with some rust reformer as well. So starting with a little bit of the rust repair, I only had like a part of a can left of this rust reformer, and I went ahead and hit the spots on the trunk pan and kind of the inside of the frame rail and some other little places. But I will go ahead and get that all cleaned up, and then I'll show you guys it when it's time to paint. Okay guys, so like I said, I was going to clean this up and paint it. So here, this piece is all painted with rust reformer. It'll slow the rust down. Maybe I'll be able to have that for a few more years. I went through on the gas tank, kind of hit the really bad rust spots with the rust reformer. And then underneath the car, I went through and I hit that whole like quarter panel inside, that frame rail, and all the bad spots on the tire well. So now it's time to get the gas tank back in, put some gas in it, and see if she'll fire up off the gas tank. So I guess we'll get that in, and maybe TJ will film us while we put it in.
Oh, he will?
Maybe.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so got the gas tank back in the car. Now it is a little sketchy. There are some zip ties holding this one strap on because that bolt broke when the previous owner tried to take the gas tank out. So got that one in all the way though. I went through, you can see the new fuel filter in there, the pump, it turns on with the key. I got this piece back in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and lower the car back down and clean everything up. Matt and TJ just went to go get more gas so that we can see if we can get to pick up. We put a little bit of gas in there, but it wouldn't pick up, but it's probably not enough gas. So I'll clean up a little bit and then put the car back on the ground. So, got some gas. My lovely assistants here went and got me the gas. So, filled it up. And there's some unfortunate news. My fuel sending unit sadly does not seem to work. So I guess I will just drive till I run out of gas and then call my roommates again to come pick me up. Because it should be on right now. But I now can do this. Oh my God! It's amazing. It's running off the gas tank, guys. We're making way too much fuel pressure and running nice and smooth. So, I think that's going to be it for this video. Next time, we should be tackling the brakes, which is not going to be fun because I've taken a little look while I was under there, and there's some serious crust on these brakes.
Broken.
Yeah.
No mistakes.
But that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching and tune into the next one.